Without a doubt, The Amazing World of Gumball is one of the most successful cartoons in history. But do you know which other shows Gumball has popped up in? And what are the stories behind these unexpected cameos in other animated series? OKKO Special. Blink and you missed it. Yep, Gumball made a lightning-fast appearance in Cartoon Network's OKKO Special, and a lot of people didn't even notice. This special brings together tons of famous characters from the channel in a big animated mess, like a family reunion where everyone's talking at once, but with aliens and magical rabbits. In the episode, Ben 10 tries to transform into another alien with the Omnitrix, but the watch totally freaks out and starts glitching, turning the boy into a bunch of different Cartoon Network characters. And guess who shows up in that crazy mashup? Yep, our very own Gumball, popping up right after Uncle Grandpa, a transition no one was ready to see. It was a super quick cameo, almost a blink and you miss it moment. But for Watterson family fans, it was like spotting a unicorn. Rare, magical, and completely random. And that wasn't the only time Gumball showed up outside of Elmore. Over the years, the character has popped into other animated universes, often so fast and sneaky that only the most eagle-eyed fans manage to catch him. So stick with us and check out another video. Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa is one of those totally bonkers shows where nothing makes sense, and that's exactly why so many people love it. It's like stepping into a world where the laws of physics went on vacation and common sense went out for coffee and never came back. And of course, if there's one character who fits right into that kind of chaos, it's Gumball. After all, the Watterson family is basically chaos with a street address. In episode 12 of Uncle Grandpa Season 3, there's an award ceremony. Kind of like the Oscars, but Cartoon Network style, meaning way more mayhem and absolutely zero time for acceptance speeches. And who's hosting the event? None other than Uncle Grandpa himself, with that over-caffeinated, rainbow-fueled energy we all know. Among the guests in the audience is our beloved Gumball, sitting right next to other Cartoon Network legends like the Powerpuff Girls. But here's a fun little detail only true fans will notice. The Gumball sitting there is from the classic phase, with the simpler art style from the earlier seasons, full of charm and nostalgia that still warms fans' hearts today. Teen Titans Go! Another unexpected Gumball cameo happened in Teen Titans Go, in episode 20 of Season 3. In this totally out-there episode, which, let's be honest, is par for the course with the Titans, the team led by Robin is on a mission to catch a squirrel. Yep, a squirrel. Because saving the world is so last week, now it's backyard-level hunting. During the chase, the heroes start watching other characters hunting in other cartoons. And this is where sharp-eyed fans had their moment. A strange green cat appears on screen with a round little belly. At first glance, it doesn't really look like Gumball, but the cherry on top is another character, a Roadrunner-like figure who's actually none other than Darwin. Only, instead of the lovable little goldfish we all know and love, he shows up purple, like he just took a dip in alien paint, or maybe chewed some radioactive bubblegum. South Park. Now here's a wild one. Can you imagine Gumball making an appearance in South Park? Sounds impossible, right? Mixing the colorful chaos of Elmore with South Park's biting and sometimes borderline offensive humor? But it almost happened. And in the weirdest way possible, of course. In episode 20 of Season 10, Kyle's super controlling mom, Sheila, decides to do the one thing every kid dreads: check her son's internet history. And what does she find? Mixed in with some very questionable searches and websites no mom wants to see, pops up a familiar name: The Amazing World of Gumball. Yep, Gumball shows up in Kyle's browser history. It's not a speaking role and it's not animated, but it's that little wink that leaves fans of both shows smiling and wondering, what was Kyle watching? A classic Darwin episode? Or maybe one of Banana Joe's more philosophical moments? Before we move on with the 10 Gumball appearances in other cartoons, comment below with the word cat. Villainous. In Villainous, Gumball may not have shown up in person on The Amazing World of Gumball, but he definitely left his mark with a pretty special cameo. In the episode The Lost Case of Elmore, Dr. Fluke is on his investigative mission and decides to study one of the most enigmatic, tragic, and constantly defeated creatures in the series, Rob. This documentary-style special treats the villain, or at least someone really trying to be one, like an unsolved mystery, kind of like a top-secret file from the Gumball verse. Throughout the episode, Dr. Fluke exposes all the times Rob failed at his evil plans. And spoiler alert, there are a lot. So many, in fact, that you might feel like giving the poor guy a hug. But be careful, he could fall into a dimensional hole before you even get the chance. Uncle and Gumball. And here's something cool. There's another episode with a great reference to the Gumball universe, and this time it's not just Gumball making an appearance. Our beloved little fishy brother Darwin shows up too. We're talking about the episode Transition Effect from Uncle Grandpa. In this animated craziness, Uncle Grandpa barges into the Cartoon Network editor's room to complain about the transitions between shows. Like, that's a totally normal thing to do on a random Tuesday. And this is where true fans need to keep their eyes peeled. In the background of the scene, you can spot a Gumball poster, flashing that classic smile. But the coolest detail? Right next to it, there's a smaller poster featuring Darwin, looking all cute and totally worthy of being an interdimensional pop star. It's just a blink of screen time, but enough to warm any fan's heart. One of those hidden winks Cartoon Network loves to sneak in just to make us even more obsessed with these connected universes. Gravity Falls. So far, we've seen Gumball making appearances in lots of Cartoon Network shows, which makes sense. After all, they're all part of the same wild cartoon family. But what if I told you there's a huge Gumball reference hidden inside a Disney show? Yep, we're talking about Gravity Falls, the series full of mysteries, shady gnomes, and a power-hungry triangle. Believe it. This reference caused major buzz among fans. It happens in none other than the final episode of the series, when Wendy and Dipper are in a full-blown, high-speed chase against Gideon, giving off major Mad Max vibes, but in paranormal forest style. And then things get even crazier when Bill, the evil triangle who looks like he popped out of a math fever dream, starts spreading reality distortion bubbles across the world. During the escape, the character's car drives through these bubbles, and they get transformed into different styles and alternate universes. And here's where the theory kicks in. Many fans believe that one of those distortions is a direct homage to the Gumball episode The Job, released back in 2012. In that episode, Richard finally lands a job as a pizza delivery guy, and as he makes his deliveries, Elmore's reality starts falling apart, with colliding dimensions, bizarre scenes, and characters getting weirder by the second. A total visual roller coaster. The Gravity Falls finale aired in 2016, and the visual similarities were just too much for fans to ignore. Was it a ripoff? An interdimensional tribute? Or just a coincidence between two brilliantly chaotic minds? And now's the perfect time for you, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, to hit that subscribe button. That way you won't miss any new updates from us. Teen Titans Go! In the Cats Fancy episode of Teen Titans Go, we get one of the most powerful Easter eggs in the animated universe, and yep, it involves our Gumball. It all starts when Starfire decides to drop everything to pursue her true dream, becoming the classic crazy cat lady. And she's serious about it, so serious that even Robin gets on board, dressing up like a cat, complete with dramatic meowing and a look he'll probably want to erase from the internet later. But what eagle-eyed fans noticed was something hidden in the background. The rug in Starfire's room has Gumball's face on it. That's right, a nice blue carpet with the unmistakable face of our favorite cat. And it's not just a random choice, it's a real production nod, showing that even in the middle of feline chaos, Gumball is still iconic. Villainous. In Villainous, the series that shows the not-so-glamorous daily life of career villains, we got a crossover surprise straight out of fan dreams. And it wasn't just Robin showing up. Nope. A resident of Elmore also made an appearance. And we're not talking about just anyone. It was none other than Nicole Watterson. Still a teenager, already giving off that vibe of solving everything with either a shout or a karate chop. She shows up in a classroom during the famous and mysterious Telecorso 2000 for Villains sitting alongside future evildoers and chaos enthusiasts, meaning Nicole was already flirting with the dark side long before she had kids who break the laws of physics. According to Dr. Fluke, who narrates the scene, he just doesn't remember why she didn't finish the course. But knowing Nicole, the reason probably involves a sudden burst of rage and some form of educational violence. After all, Nicole is famous for her outbursts, whether it's at her boss, her kids, or a broken toaster. Maybe she just handled the class, let's say, very directly. It was a small Easter egg, but a delicious one, showing that the connection between animated universes goes way deeper than we thought. And honestly, a little scary too. Because now we know, if Nicole Watterson ever decided to go full villain, no one would stand a chance. Terma de Monica, Monica's gang. If you thought Gumball only made appearances on TV, think again, because he also popped up in a totally unexpected and super fun cameo in the comic books of one of Brazil's biggest classics, Turma da Mônica, aka Monica's gang. That's right, the most chaotic blue cat from Elmore made it all the way to Brazil. It might seem like just a little joke from the illustrators, but for animation fans, this kind of visual crossover is a gift. It's like the universe of Mauricio de Sousa giving a playful wink to Cartoon Network. Small appearance? Sure, but totally epic. After all, when Monica's gang and Gumball share the same universe, even if just for one page, it's proof that the animation world is way more connected than we think. These appearances and references prove that Gumball isn't just a fun character. He's a true chameleon star of the animation world, able to sneak into universes, shows, and even comic books where you'd least expect him. If you love Bluey and the world of cartoons, we've got 2 more awesome videos you'll definitely want to check out. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.